to New Beginnings and helping Ernest Shaw do a solo exhibition show for the start of the 2012 season at New Beginnings, a joint collaboration with myself and Ernest. These are some of the works from Ernest's body of work. I'm an African American, and I want to thank everyone that's been coming and supporting us with bringing the arts to the community and the community to the arts through this barbershop, New Beginnings. It's been very successful. This was a dream that became a reality that has been coming an ongoing experience. And it's been a pleasure to share it with each and every last one of y'all. And this is something that we've been doing for the past few years, and we will continue to do it. If you're not on the mailing list, this is something that you can sign on the way out. We have the whole next 18 months filled up with exhibitions and showings. We'll be doing another show with Linda Day Clark called Baltimore, with somehow North Avenue shots that she done in Baltimore. Last year we had the G's Ben exhibition here. It was very entertaining. Last year we worked with the Black Male Identity Project with Sam Holmes. That was very great. We had exhibitions here with some of the nations in the East Coast biggest artists. And it's been very successful. We have shows that's coming up with Andrew Chung on photojournalism, all different types of mediums, all different types of art. And one of my things was to bring fine art to a community and to a place that would normally be exposed to art. With y'all, it's been very successful. And this year we started it with a gentleman that has become a real good friend of mine. It's Ernest Shaw. I love his work. I love his subject matter. You know, he's a very credible. If you don't have none of his work in your collection, I'm not trying to sell it to you. And when I say that, I'm not trying to sell it and push it. I'm just saying I have it in my collection, and I really like it. He's a credible artist, substantial, nice person, and he's doing things that needs to be done within the community, within the arts. I say make a piece. If you like it for an investment, I have a piece, it's enough. And I say, let's see if we can make all of these end up with red dots before the night is over. If not, before this exhibition leaves. And I'd like to introduce Mr. Shaw. Everyone is
I want to first thank the ultimate artist, the creator. Some of us call many names, but and I want to thank Troy. Before I thank Troy, my parents are here, so you know you always got to give moms and pops. But Troy, you know, the title of the exhibition is I Am an African. And what Troy is doing is one of the more African things I've experienced. Art, or the role of the artist in traditional African society, is one that is defined by the community. It's not defined by the artist himself. And Troy's but his success in providing fine art, and when I say fine art, I don't mean to make the distinction from fine art and other types of art, meaning that one is better than the other. But fine art is a specific type of art. It's in its own category. And many, there's certain parts of our community that are not aware or exposed to this type of artwork. It's a very educational experience. And what Troy is doing, he is fulfilling his role as an African in America by providing his community with this work. I'm just a vessel. This isn't really about me at all. It's not me, it's through me. I didn't come up with that. I got that from Erykah Badu. But I use it. And, you know, at 42 years of age, I'm just beginning to live. You know, some of my students call me a baby barber. And a baby barber, you know, I'm not going to get too deep into culture, and I'm not going to talk too long. But
go ahead, brother.
You know, men cycle in 7s, women cycle in 6s. That's why they say females mature faster than men. But if I'm 42, I'm going into my 7th cycle, is that correct? And we know the number 7 holds very significant, very spiritual, you know. I said I'm not going to work. And then my daughter's looking at me, it's funny. So I'll just say that I'm glad everyone came out to share as a family, as a community, in the work. I told my barber today, Troy's not my barber, but Troy hasn't cut my hair. But I told my barber today, I said, if I could, I would give the work away. My goal is not to be able to just live off my work, meaning get paid, all these become red dots. I love that, don't get me wrong. But my goal is my dream is to get to a point where I can paint and just give it away. Because the goal is to get it in as many homes and for as many people to see your work as possible. Because the gift is not mine, it's ours. It's ours. And again, I can't thank this brother enough. We met at Artscape maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. He walked in, didn't say anything, looked at the work, handed me his card and said, we got to do something. And then I think also, thanks to the Black Male Identity Project, which, anyway, that brought us, that made this possible, or that you know, brought this closer to fruition. So again, it's a lot of wine left, a lot of beer left, water. Enjoy, and thanks for coming.
Thank you.